How do you install a Linux distribution in a virtual machine? Imagine trying out a new operating system without changing your current setup. That's exactly what installing a Linux distribution in a virtual machine allows you to do. It's like having a computer inside your computer. First, you need to pick a virtualization software. Popular options include VirtualBox and VMware. VirtualBox is free and works on Windows, macOS, and Linux. Once you have your virtualization software ready, download the ISO file of the Linux distribution you want. For beginners, Ubuntu is a good choice because it's easy to use. If you want something more advanced, Fedora or Debian are great options. Next, open your virtualization software and create a new virtual machine. You'll be asked to give it a name and select the operating system type. Choose Linux and pick the version that matches your ISO file. Then, decide how much memory to allocate. Usually, 224 GB of RAM is enough for most Linux distros. You'll also need to create a virtual hard disk. This acts as the storage space for Linux inside the VM. You can choose dynamically allocated storage, which grows as you use it, or fixed size for better performance. After setting up the VM, attach the ISO file to the virtual optical drive. This is like inserting a physical disk into a computer's CD drive. Now start the virtual machine. It will boot from the ISO and launch the Linux installer. Follow the prompts on the screen. You'll select your language, keyboard layout, and network settings. Most installers also ask you to partition the virtual hard disk. You can choose automatic partitioning if you're unsure. Then create a user account and set a password. Once the installation completes, the system will ask you to reboot. Since the ISO is still connected, you need to remove it from the virtual drive. You can do this in the VM settings or simply unmount the ISO. After rebooting, your Linux system will load from the virtual hard disk. Now, you're ready to explore Linux inside your existing operating system. You can install software, update the system, and customize it just like on a real computer. This process shows how flexible Linux distributions are. You can test different versions without risking your main system. Virtual machines also let you learn about Linux core concepts like file systems, user management, and software installation. They work well across different host operating systems, whether you use Windows, macOS, or Linux itself. Installing Linux in a virtual machine is a safe, simple way to get familiar with this open-source operating system and try out various distributions.